Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Low voltage ghost here again. I wanted to make a quick video and just recap on electric strikes and some of the questions that I had on the comments. I'm still trying to work out the whole editing thing, and I will soon be having like pop-ups where it shows questions and stuff like that, but just be patient here with me. So first of all, I have hit 1 million subscribers. I really appreciate all the support. I am starting to become rich, and I am going to be buying me coming up soon a Lamborghini. So it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you for the 1 million subscribers. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. This is going to be a quick video, and just really just want to say thank you guys for the support and the positive comments and the negative comments. I love you all, and you guys are all great. Soon I'll be creating myself a LinkedIn account under Low Voltage Ghost, so everybody could go ahead and actually have a direct conversation with me through there, so I can answer every single one of you guys' questions. And remember, I'm not an expert, I'm not a master, I'm not a god of the installation for all these things, but I will teach you everything that I know, and hopefully this videos just end up helping somebody out there getting into this trade, and you know, all the basics components. And really this is going to be just this particular video on best practices and how to become good at cutting in strikes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. But yeah, thank you all for the support, and very happy to hit 1,000 subscribers. I will next year really commit to at least post a video per week. So just be patient with me, guys. Thank you. Anyways, so like I said, by the time I post this video, down below in the description, I should be having a LinkedIn account where you guys could follow me and ask me all kinds of questions regarding access controls, cameras, and intrusion systems. But anyways, let's get to it. So here I will be showing you one of these ASAB Loy electric strike. This one is a complete pack, and I'm literally just reading what it says right here. But yeah, so anyways, it's just electric strike. You know, I'll answer one of the first questions that I had on the comments actually recently, and they asked me, where did the wire go? Okay, or he's probably talking about this wire. Well, you know what, I know exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about the wire that is behind the strike, this one. So like I have said on my previous video, you have two options, right? You have either you're going to be feeding your electric strike through 12 or 24 volts DC, depending on the system. I would recommend obviously to do 24 volts because honestly it would give more power, and I would believe, don't quote me on this, that giving it more power, it would actually go to its maximum potential. That is my opinion. I don't know. Let's look it up and maybe leave a comment down below if that's not true. But anyways, so the question that was where the wire goes. So obviously I drilled a hole through this 4x4 and then came out through the back, just simulating that this is an actual frame of the door, right? Like in one of those videos. And anyways, what I usually do is just grab this little thing right here and plug it in. Patience right here, guys. And plug it in right here. I usually put tape around this to just make sure that if I'm ever having to pull this out, I pull this out and the whole wire with the pigtail comes out, and I can service it just in case I need to do that. Most of the time we don't have to do that. The service technicians do. Anyways, then you got your negative and your positive, right? This how do I know that? Because I've been doing these for a while. But anyways, on the instructions here, that come with this will show you exactly what I'm talking about, right? Positive and negative and polarity and all that good stuff. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into the whole unboxing of this, but just to show you guys a good way to get good at cutting these strikes. It's really going to be getting in my opinion, wood strikes are a little bit tedious, and on a metal door it would be totally different, right? So we have those two scenarios. I was just bored one day and I just cut this on a 4x4. But anyways, this is a good method and technique to be able to just, you know, get better at cutting electric strikes in wood frames. Obviously this is not exactly how frame would look, but I mean, it has to do with wood, right? And it fits in perfectly on the corner. So, you know, why not practice on this? So I have a video on more detail on how to install this. But to answer the question real quick on where the wire go, it's right here in the back, plugged into its dedicated cord, pigtail, 24 volts, right? And then these two wires will go ahead and go to your power source that will be eventually hooked up through a relay, which is controlling the power source for the lock. So whenever somebody badges and they get an access granted, meaning that they are good to go through that door, this will release. Right now it's locked, so it's simulating a door that's locked. I will go ahead and hook this up on my next video, yeah, so we'll go ahead and call this part 1, and this exact same one will get hooked up, and I have a board back there. I don't have the software and all that stuff to make it work, but I will simulate power going through the relays and with the battery or some type of power source, showing you guys a simulation of somebody badging in and trying to go in through the door. Okay, so yeah, so anyways, this is a good practice to cut an electric strike on a piece of wood like this, you know. Let me detach from my mount real quick, and just so you see, just a regular, you know, 4x4 piece, right? So yeah, and your cable goes through here, and then obviously it goes through the wall, and sometimes we have conduit and we push this direct to the conduit. The electrician will back in their conduit here or go to a box on the wall, and then, or we just fish this through the wall and go up to our splice box, or yeah. So 2 ways to cut this to not make the video too long is with, I like to use my isolating tool. And obviously my isolating tool, I have blades for those. So I have a kit here with my blades that I like to use. Obviously these blades are expensive, and you know, if you're barely getting started, I would just say just buy some old blades. You know, these are carbide, very expensive blades, but you know, sometimes we cut on heavy gauge metal, and until that I have one that's kind of used already. I like to save these just to cut sheetrock. Sometimes just cut in a cutout box. But yeah, I have my kit here, all the blades, and I either use the isolating tool to cut the big chunks of wood that come out here, they come out of this 4x4, and if it's a metal strike, I like to use my Dremel, which you put an adapter here, and I will show you real quick. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this video too long. I'm just trying to somewhat show you, you know, how I usually take care of this. So this is, you got your blade and your adapter. You pop this in here, so this gets pulled down, right? And that's in place. And then obviously this goes here, right? Gotta loosen this out. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm not really gonna install it, but you get the idea. And then obviously when you cut on metal, you cut straight through. Just very carefully, right? Safety first, and make sure you wear your goggles, your face shield, or whatever you want to use to make sure that you don't get this in your face. But anyways, that's a real quick video on how I would recommend you getting better at cutting in strikes, because obviously you don't want to go to a brand new project and start cutting away strikes and just mess up the whole door, especially if it's either or, if it's wood or metal, you know. You will have to, wood at least you could put it around and, you know, paint it and make it look nice. But metal, if you really mess up, it's going to be really hard to clean your, you know, hide your cuts. So for example, this one, it comes with the beauty plate. So if you mess up behind this, it's fine because this is gonna cover it. But for example, here you see some chunks flew away whenever I was cutting this. But this really requires a lot of patience. So like I always say, just take your time on cutting these if it's your first time. But I would really practice at least getting a hold of how to use a Dremel with the wheel, cutting wheel, and the isolating tool, and practicing how to cut on this before going out to a customer's job site and just messing up the whole door, which it will happen. I don't say it won't, but yeah, you don't want to be that guy. It's not cool. But anyways, I'll go ahead and on the other video I'll show how this goes in and everything, how the whole piece of wood is out. But just want to show you guys that this cable comes out through here. But yeah, like I said, I really appreciate every single one of you. I will be leaving a link below on my LinkedIn account so you guys can message me directly. And if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask. Thank you. Peace.